watching me, but I do need it quiet. Here comes the last part of this. Tomorrow, I am taping, so I need everyone to pay attention. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, we put it all together. And I'm not going to lie, that's when it all comes real, because it's being able to tell them apart. So I need everyone to watch my little demonstration. So this used to be full of Martians, but I don't have that many. Here is their spaceship. So here's what's going to happen. I have, in this little thing, there are 3 types of little Martians. You have to look carefully. This little Martian has both of his hands down. Right? So both of his little hands are down. This little Martian has one hand up and one hand down, or 2 hands up rather. He's standing like this. And I have one with one hand up, one hand down. A permutation would say, how many ways can I arrange them? I could arrange them like this, right? Down, up, mixed. Or I could go like this, mixed, down, up. Or I could put it like this, up, mixed, down. I'm not changing the Martians out, but I'm getting lots of choices because I'm changing their order. That's what we did yesterday. But today we're doing something different. And I'm honest to God, tomorrow when you are looking at me thinking, how do I tell them apart? I am literally going to come to you and say, could you be the claw? And here's what I mean by that. The claw just is going to reach in and grab 3 random Martians. And that's all the claw is going to do. And that's a combination. It doesn't matter the order I do them in. It doesn't, it's just reaching in and grabbing them. That's one choice. That is a second choice. So combinations are much lower numbers because it is new stuff. So I just need you to pay attention. Combination is much lower because we don't switch the order around. It's just grabbing and going. So tonight, if you can think about a problem that literally I will say to you, could you put those in a basket and could you grab them out without looking? It's a combination. If you must particularly put them in a certain space, that's going to be a permutation. These are much easier to do. They're only weird when we combine them. So the first thing I need you to do is to realize how to do them. So I used to give the formula out, but I don't now. So on your little notes, you've turned your paper over. The first thing I want you to write on here is calculator. And I'm going to remind you or show you how to do it. So a combination looks like this. If I have, I think I've got something like, let's say I've got 20 Martians in here, and I'm going to pick out 3, just randomly pick 3. Doesn't matter who's first, who's second, who's third. It would look like this, 20 C3. I've got 20 to pick from. I'm picking 3. And let's see how to do it on a calculator. Are you ready? So the first thing we're going to do is put in 20, right? 20. Are we good? Now we're going to go to the probability button, that PRB. But look what shows up. I don't want the P one. I want the C one. So use your sideway arrow and move over so the NCR is highlighted. Are you cool with that? And then hit enter and put in your 3. And everyone should get a number. Whisper it to your neighbor right now. 1140. We call this 20, choose 3. The other one was 20, pick 3. This is 20, choose 3. So please do this one so I know that you know how to do it by yourselves. You have 8 Martians to choose from. You're picking 2 Martians. Do it right now so I know you know how to use a calculator. Go and use your calculator. No, I said I can do this. The what? Then you'll use one. I'll look for it to see if I can find it, because sometimes it's hidden, and if not, you'll use mine. I can teach you the formula if you want, but if you don't want that. Okay. You guys got it? Are we okay?
Is it a hard formula? Is it like permutation?
No, it's just like permutation.
Okay, then I'll just.
Yeah, so I'll get you the one. So one more time, it's 8 PRB. I'm going to move over. Don't forget to move over. Pick 2, and it's only 28. It's pretty small because I'm just picking 2, picking 2, picking 2, picking 2. Are you guys cool with that? Okay, so let's, one more thing. If I had decided I am going to only give candy to 3 people, and they have to be in the front row, it would just be these 3 girls. How many ways could I pick these 3 girls if I'm just randomly reaching in and grabbing them? Just one way, right? Because I'm picking these 3. So here's what. When it's the same, when the number is the same, it equals 1. So write this. If it's, you've got 5 Martians and you're picking 5, there's only one way to do it. You just reach in. If all that's left, if I'm saying pick Twizzlers, and all that's left is Twizzlers, you're reaching in and you're just picking Twizzlers. Yeah. Your bigger number goes in front. Always, always, always. Yep. Okay. Let me just get through it because my taping is short. So here we go. First one. I had Lily and I and Natalie. We'll stick with Natalie. She's my bridezilla for today. There she is, right there. She has 16 close friends, but she only her mom's only letting her have 5 bridesmaids. That's all they're going to pay for. She doesn't know how to pick. She feels badly about it, so she puts their names in a basket and pulls out 5 names. How many combinations of different girls could she get? So let's do it. Combination 16. Pick 5. It doesn't matter who's first, second, or third. They're all wearing the same ugly dress. I mean, super pretty dress that Natalie gets for them, because that's going to happen. 16. Combination. Please make sure you know how to do that. 5. And she's got a lot of different choices. 4,368 different choices. No, I'll show you. Okay, we're going to try one more, and then we're going to do a kind of weird one, and then I'm shutting up and giving you the rest of the time to work on your homework or ask me questions from last night. So here we go. There's Cohen. Cohen.
What I do? He says that looks like. That looks so much more like that. Look at his hair.
Cohen, when he was little, not surprisingly, had no friends. So his parents wanted kids to come to the birthday party, so they would give like crazy killer gift baskets, like, you know, like those little prize baskets that they'd have like $100 bills stuffed in it. Even then, only 8 random kids showed up, right? So my question to you is, answers on top. My question to you is, what are the different combinations of kids who would be suckered into going to Cohen's pathetic little kindergarten birthday party? So, does it matter who comes first or who comes last? No, they get the same swag. That's the whole reason they're there. But there are 24 of them, and only 8 are coming. But you know what? I have a feeling the Garcias are going to give some good swag. So yes, I would come for good prizes. Would I stay for very long? No. I got 735,471. Okay. So if you haven't been listening to this part now, you want to, girls in the back, the next part is tricky. So we're skipping the kitty one. We're not doing it. So we're going straight to Skittles. So I actually went, made my husband go get me a bag of Skittles, and here they are. Yay. So the question I asked you is, someone's going to say, hey, Miss T, can I have some Skittles? And I'm going to say, you can only have 8. So you're going to reach in without looking and pick out 8 Skittles. So the first thing I'd like you to do is tell me how many different combinations of Skittles can you get by reaching in and grabbing 8. I am not going to do the math here. I'm just going to set it up for you. You can do the math. Yeah.
Wait, so for combinations and permutations, bigger number is always first no matter what.
Always. Because, and that's your options. So I have 42 Skittles to choose from. I am choosing 8 of them.
Wait, so you can just mindlessly place all of this inside calculator.
Huh? Yeah. So here's where it gets unmindless. Tomorrow, when they're all together, it becomes more and more difficult to tell which one to use.
Just distinguishing between combinations.
Yes, that's the only one that's hard. Right, except fundamental counting is also a little tricky, right? Okay, now, here we go. The next part is true, not the part that Karina smelled. Listen up. It is true, I only like red ones. And my kids will not let me have their like if they have Skittles, I'm all, can I have Skittles? And they're like, no, Mom, because you handle them all. You want to pick through till you get the red ones. That's gross. Because there's 2 ways. If I wanted 3 red ones, there's 2 ways for me to get 3 red ones. One way is to pick it, and if it's not red, throw it back in. Pick it, if it's not red, throw it back in. That is one way. But the smarter way to do it, if you are one of my children, is to separate them out first. So when we are going with specific colors of things, what we're going to do is not take the 42. My daughter will not let me pick Skittles out of her whole bag. She's all, your hands are gross. She's going to separate the red ones and say, you can pick from these. So if we were going to do red, it would be a combination out of just the 12. I am not getting them out of the whole 42. Because if I did it out of the 42, I would be throwing a bunch back. Could you please put that away? Okay. So now we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Same thing can happen with purple, but we're not going to do that one. So here we go. Last thing, best thing. I want 6 Skittles total. So my daughter says, fine, you can have some Skittles. I want 3 red ones, and I want 3 purple ones. I am not going to do it out of the 42. She doesn't want me touching her green and her yellow and her orange. So to do this last problem, are you with me? I'm going to start by doing red by itself. So here's my red. I'm going to pick 3 out of 12. Is everybody cool with that? Right? Oh, because it said there are 12 red ones. Now, right, so just watch me. We're watching. What do I want to say? That's on the paper. This last one's on the paper. Okay, so now, are you ready? To do purple, I'm going to do purple separate, picking 3 out of the 8. Now, here's what fundamental counting says. You take one decision, how many red, and you times it by the second decision. So if you are making 2 decisions, 3 reds, I'm going to actually do that right now. 3 reds, and then 3, oh, the reds are so good. 3 purples, I'm doing it in 2 different decisions. So you're going to take that number times that number. Are we cool? That's it. I'm done. Jamie. There's like 2 in front. You're doing all of them. There are 10 answers on the back. You might finish in class. Bye, everybody.